We are here at the Alamo Dome at Suite 43, the club graciously provided by the UTSA Spirit of San Antonio. And I'm joined by the director of bands from the Spirit of San Antonio, Ron Ellis. Thank you for letting us into your home. We graciously appreciate it.
Professor Montoya,
oh my gosh.
It's great to have you here.
You know, it's about time somebody recognizes me with the type of integrity and professionalism
that
I
you deserve. Yeah, and you do deserve it.
You know what?
You do deserve
Thank
it.
you so much.
The way you're eating that hamburger earlier was just very, very
Nobody eats a hamburger like I do. That's what they said. That was my nickname in college. Hamburger eater. Oh, it's a hamburger. I don't know.
That's right. Yeah.
There's so many. There's so many.
Be careful, you get a strike on that. It's copyrighted anyway.
It might be. Is McDonald's a litigious corporation?
That's what I hear. Well, I don't know. I watched the movie, anyway.
Oh, the founder?
The founder.
Michael Keaton. He was pretty good in that, wasn't it? It makes you kind of almost root for them.
Absolutely.
But then you realize what he really did.
What he really did.
Yes.
Anyway, it's great to have you here.
Yeah, and this has been Burger Talk.
Burger Talk with Professor Montoya. The Hamburglar.
The Hamburglar.
Not the Hamburglar.
No, that's true. Copyright. Now,
great to see you.
You too. Now you played the Star Spangled Banner, our national anthem.
It's a privilege.
Congratulations on that. Is this the first time the Spirit of San Antonio is
played
in the Alamo Dome?
It is not. Oh, that's funny.
Because we're in your home.
Yeah, this
is
the home of what we do here. We have a little line. The temperature is always 72 degrees.
It sure is.
It's great.
It sure is.
Home dome, sweet dome.
Sweet dome.
So no, I've been very lucky since we started Spirit of San Antonio in 2011. This is our 15th year coming up. Crazy,
smokes.
I know.
Congrats.
Right? It goes by so fast. It seems like yesterday.
It seems like you just moved out of Florida and we're like, great,
crazy.
where are these transplants coming to our home?
Exactly.
Don't Florida my Texas.
That's what it is now, by the way. Anyway.
Don't get me started.
I'm old school now. Like
you might as well. Yeah, you're a resident.
So, but we started it, and DCI has been so great. Of course, it's one big family, and I was lucky enough to march way back in the day. And,
is your corps still around that you marched?
Oh no, unfortunately, I'm a Sunco Sound guy. So
I've heard of them.
Yeah,
I've heard of them.
They were okay.
Did Robert R.I.P. He wrote your music.
Our arranger and my first teacher, and started marching in the
Did you
80s.
march with that youngster Daniel Chipwood?
I did march with the youngster.
Oh my God.
Daniel Chipwood and I went to the same high school.
What Lake?
That would be Lakewood.
I was gonna say Lake Ridge.
Wow. Lakewood High School, St. Petersburg, Florida.
Lakewood, and what's the stuff you did at Disney? The Future Corps?
Well, I subbed in Future Corps. I think it's the easier way to say it is I was a professional musician for Walt Disney World and a music director there for almost 30 years.
That's what it was.
I was in charge of the student program and Magic Kingdom and all that, and I still go back, but all of that stuff is kind of, don't want to bring the podcast down.
Great.
But, yeah, but that's what we do. But
that's what we do here. We
bring it down. It's the roller coaster. It's the theme park.
roller coaster of emotions.
So anyway, so ever since COVID,
it's appropriate that's playing as you're getting a little dark.
That non-ensemble that we don't hear on this. But anyway, that stuff's kind of gone away. But from 1988, I don't want to date myself.
Wow.
But, from 1988 until 2020. I was kind of the director of all the Christmas stuff in the parade, so the toy soldiers and all of that. And
cool.
And a lot of us all marched drum corps together, and then we all kind of moved into the Disney thing. A good number of us, and a lot of Suncoast people did. And so I did that, and I still am in touch with them, and I hope we get the call and bring all that stuff back. But anyway, so did that, I started arranging there with the company, and then I write for some high schools a lot like you do, not quite as many as you do, Professor. But really moved out here. I was at University of Central Florida.
That's right. Who is now in the Big 12.
Big 12. Yeah.
Wow, Big 12 football.
Doing totally mediocre. Anyway.
Well,
we're hoping. And so, but I was.
Were they the mythical national champions? I've heard.
It's not mythical. We're national champions.
What year were they?
2007.
Because they were undefeated.
Write it down. Yeah. The only team that was undefeated.
Yes.
Ask Auburn. Anyway. Okay.
Oh my gosh! Wow.
But I was at UCF for 18 years, and then this really great opportunity came out. I got my undergrad at UCF, and then I was lucky enough they put me on the staff there, and kind of like what you and I have a lot in common. I mean, the more we talk through it, it's really interesting.
It's true.
And so, and then I got this really amazing opportunity opened up out here in the band state, in the lone band state of Texas.
Thank you. And now, do you say Band Antonio or San Bantonio? Which one do you prefer?
Band Antonio.
Band Antonio.
Yeah.
Okay, that kind of works.
Yeah.
We'll allow it.
And so came out here, and we've just really had a great time, and we're in 15th year of the band, but my 16th year starting.
Right, because did you and Larry Coker start at the same time?
Larry Coker, yeah. I came out a year before the first game, and we all kind of got the thing together. And I've been here since the very first game. So in this stadium.
In this stadium, wow.
And how it's grown up and how the city has kind of embraced it. It's been really great. And
what was your first practice field like?
Oh my gosh, that's a great question.
Because I know that things have changed over 15 years.
Oh my gosh, yeah. I tell the band about it now. It's because band people tend to be very they want things, you know what I mean? And so the original setup we were on the track field where they actually threw the javelin and the shot put, and there were, not an exaggeration, there were 3-inch deep holes all around the field. And it looked like the band was doing this as they marched. And so we were that for like 3 years, and then the whole football thing blew up, and the university became kind of like a Hollywood university, it still kind of is.
Right, yeah.
And then all of these students started coming, and the numbers went up, and then they made all turf fields, and we have a really wonderful facility now with a beautiful turf field and lights.
Yes, y'all do.
And we're just very, very lucky, and a little storage place and pretty good parking in a college environment. Parking is everything,
Yeah.
And so we have really decent, close parking, and so we've got a great situation. So it's really become a awesome thing. And then game days, we come down here and go in the air condition. It doesn't get better. I honestly don't think there's a better college marching gig in the country.
Are you trying to tell me that your experience sitting in the upper deck in Austin versus the University of Texas Longhorns is not better than 72 degrees air conditioning in a dome?
We're listening to Dr. Kroom's band. It's great because they're. But if they're facing us, it's great.
Yes.
That's an environment.
In September.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh.
Heat in September is.
It's Texas is it's a golf clap for the heat out here. It's they say a dry heat, and that's true, but it's a hot dry heat.
Well, by the time you're through, you're not dry.
No, you're not dry.
Now,
anyway.
I would be remiss if I didn't mention that I have 2 degrees from the I-35 rival.
Absolutely.
Who is currently the champion of the I-35 rivalry, your Southwest Texas State Bobcats.
Yeah, UTSA is 5-1.
Correct.
Yeah,
but 0-1 in the last one season.
You know what? I mean, because it's all band family here.
Yes.
They should really get like 2 credits for this last one
because it was
really brutally.
It really. I was shocked at how bad it was.
We were all shocked. And so anyway, but it's for those of you not from Texas out there, is football. Everything that you see on TV and all the stories you hear, it's even more true.
Correct.
And so the rivalries out here. I mean, it's not just Texas, Oklahoma, or Texas A&M. The regional schools out here are as big as some of the huge universities in other states.
Oh, absolutely.
We would be considered a medium Texas school, but we're 35,000 students.
Yeah, and so, you're in one of the largest cities
in the country,
exactly.
and then Texas State is the same size, and
correct.
Pac-12 now, and it's going to be hard. Well, like, what's up with that?
Yes, because when I think of the West Coast, I think of Southwest Texas State University. That's right.
So, but anyway, it's been a rivalry, and then y'all, Texas State has had a football team for a while.
Significant amount of time.
Long time, and then UTSA started up, and they were, it's all that goes. Again, I'm a UCF alum, and UCF and USF went through the same little thing. It's like,
yes, that's
who
right.
wants to be the big team on the block, and who's going to play who, and so. But I think that smart people got with it here, and they realized that rivalry could really do some good stuff for both schools. And
correct.
Since we don't talk about it, but since the rivalry started, I think they both have really gone on the upper trajectory, because it's a 40,000 seats, so 40,000 people, and the bands are huge, and then we do the whole thing, and so it's just really been great. So now we're in the middle of a 10-year series.
Oh, that's fantastic!
Yeah, and
that's
so
great.
We just passed the 6th year. I mean, but there's still 6 more years.
Oh, there's still 6 more years.
Yeah, and
plenty of time for the Bobcats to even the score and surpass it.
And watch what happens. Yeah.
Yes, we will. Well, we'll be checking in with you multiple times throughout the day. This is not live, so we're going to insert it.
Sure,
but the last question, and the question I'm required to ask of every person I talk to, can you tell everyone what you have on feet today and why you picked what you're wearing?
I'm so honored that. So those of us who know Professor Montoya know that he's a shoe aficionado, the sommelier.
Thank you.
One of the best little taglines I've ever seen. And so I am not a shoe collector.
Okay.
Admittedly,
nobody's perfect.
But when you told me I was going to come on, and he said, "Hey, we're going to interview you. Be camera ready, and you're going to talk about what shoes you wear."
That's true.
For the first time, really, I went in and looked at my shoes, and I have actually kind of curated a 2-brand collection of shoes, and so I am a New Balance,
good for you,
and an Asics person.
Yes.
And the way I think about it is like the New Balance is like the muscle car. You know what I mean?
I do.
And the Asics are kind of like a Ferrari.
Oh, okay.
Because those are more technical and like running shoes and all that kind of stuff.
That's a great way to put it. Yeah.
And then the New Balance is like the old school, you know, and then this resurgence and all that kind of stuff.
Correct.
So
New Balance is cool.
So that's the first thing. So, and then let's talk about what I'm wearing today. So when you go to a drum corps show, all the moldy oldies out there will appreciate this. All we do is sit and we talk about how much better it was back in our day.
Correct.
And so, and we complain all day about how everything is terrible now and all these kinds of things. And back in my day, we played other notes than B flat major chords.
Correct. Well, you only had 2 valves also.
Well, you know, but sometimes we used them.
A lot of D flat major.
A lot of that. You
know, on the mellow, you don't need your valves to hit any note.
No.
If you're that type of player.
You just bend the pitch, man. That's all you do. Or I get that extra tuning slide. Anyway, so, and high mark time while you're doing it. But in honor of that, in honor of the old man, I am wearing New Balance.
You can take it off if you like.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, you see what you do is you take it off and then you hold it at the camera.
New Balance 547s.
Nope, 574s.
574s. I'm sorry, but these are, I like these because they have the 70s vibe to them.
They do.
And they're classic. Yep. And they're called the classic actually.
It's a mesh runner.
Right.
Yes.
And then one of my students in the band said they call them dads.
Dad shoes.
Because they're the New Balance of your dad. You know what
Correct.
I mean?
Yeah.
And so I wore the brand new pair out of the box I've had them.
And what do we call that?
You were teaching me. What do you call that?
It's unds. You've undead stocked your shoes.
So I've undead stocked them. So I guess they dropped in half of their value was lost about 5 minutes ago.
Yeah, pretty much. Once you put them on, now you can only get $35 for those shoes.
So, but anyway, so these are 574s. I had these. I didn't. I'm not gonna lie. I went on ChatGPT. And I typed in my shoes. Here's what I have.
Yeah.
Which one would be the most impressive for a shoe person? I totally did this, and it came up. It says you should wear the 574s because they're a vintage New Balance, and they said that the shoemelier would be impressed with this. So hopefully this is impressive. So
I am.
I like them. It's got that old Michael Jordan kind of vibe with the. I mean,
yes,
you know, and I'm a '90s. You know, the old Nikes and stuff like that.
Correct.
And so.
Yep.
But again, the funny thing is I've been a New Balance person since Disney because these were the shoes that we wore with our costumes because they were the only ones that they would approve from a foot person if you're jumping around on the street.
Makes sense.
Like
that. Yeah, you need that.
And so I've always been a new. So but my collection is all Asics. I have 8 pair of Asics and 8 pair of New Balance. Now that's one drawer in your house.
Well,
you know, or one corner of your closet.
A corner is better to put it.
And we're all impressed. Just know that.
I appreciate that. And again, thank you for recognizing my
anyone
greatness.
that has a passion for anything is. I mean, I just love it. You know.
Yes.
But anyway, so I wore everybody was, and the funny thing is, I wore these for you. I got these out and wore these just for the podcast because I was very honored. And I have gotten. This is not a lie. I have gotten so many compliments on these shoes today. See, literally,
the power of footwear.
Dr. Zarko is when I walked up, he said, "Hey, nice shoes." Professor Garcia, nice shoes. 3 of the kids in the band that played today, "Hey, E, nice shoes today." I'm like, so you got something, man. You really you know something.
You know what? You're welcome, UTSA Nation.
Thank you very much. But anyway, so that's what we're doing. We're rocking the 574s.
Right on.
Old school today for you.
Thank you.
Thank you. And it's just great to have you here. And we're really glad to have you and the whole team in today. And enjoy the show, everybody, or enjoy the podcast. I guess this will be out next week.
It'll be probably Monday or Tuesday.
Yeah.
So we'll know how it goes.
We're having a great time
You know what?
here.
Who's going to win? What's your prediction? You just get one.
Just get one. It's Blue Coats.
Okay. All right. We'll see how Dr. Ron Ellis, a vintage shoe for a vintage man, his picks, how they're going to go. But we'll check back later on with you. You know what? Thank you so much.
Appreciate you.
Yes.
All right. Thank you.